And you don't tune into one band and another band. You're always tuning into multiple bands at one time because your body's absorbing all these different bands, frequencies, energy, right? And your body
Yeah.
needs we are multidimensional beings, and we need multidimensional energy. We can't function if we're just stuck to the ground and ignore that we're in space, floating through space, being bombarded with all this energy. It's hard to do. That's why I call it like being a zombie. So what happens is your system can no longer accept when you eat junk food, right? Junk food doesn't have that energy, right? It does not have that. So when you don't have, your body says, wait a minute, what is this? I thought I was going to, and so what it does is that it blocks up the system. So it doesn't allow other energy to come in, let alone flow through your body. So you have 108 chakras for a reason. Most people know about 7 or 8 chakras, but your hand,
Yeah.
there's a chakra right here in your hand, another one over here, another one over here, another like this, all over the place. Your knees got several of them, your legs, right? And they all tune into certain frequency, or in other words, they tune into certain energies. Because the
Yeah.
link will go live before 7:39 p.m. if you don't
Don't
really
worry
want
about it, Andy.
to. I'm reading that. I go, I don't know what that says then. So
Yeah, just LinkedIn's having a problem with us going live to LinkedIn today, so
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
going to worry about it.
So when I started doing, so I first got into biogeometry through Bach. Da 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 da. So that's music. Music is a form of biogeometry because but it's not geometry in a physical sense. It's geometry in a non-physical sense. That's what's cool about geometry, about frequencies and energy. There's a physical sense of it. You can see it manifest, and there's a non-physical sense. You hear it, or see it, or absorb it. Right? Yet it's the same. It's the same product, the same thing. That's why I first tuned into. So Bach also made Bach flower remedies, and so he's also a gardener. So he said, well, this plant heals. So, but this plant has a certain frequency. I can copy that frequency in this pill. And you take that, it's the same thing as if you take the plant. See? And that's
Okay.
Bach
Yeah.
flower remedies. It's really cool. So when I got into that early on in my youth, I said, well, how do I transfer it from this plant to this liquid or this pill? So I learned how to transfer that, how to do that. And then comes this book on the the images of water. I think that was what it's called, images of water, right? The Japanese guy created. He had an electron microscope that he looked under, and he saw these flakes, these crystals, right? And he realized that the water is like the water is really very unique. It really is because frequencies can be it's data. Frequency is data, and the data can be
Yeah.
absorbed by the water. We're made of water, so we absorb the data too. So anything that affects Mother Nature, when she started doing the rivers and the ocean, and they are full of frequencies. They absorb frequency and they radiate frequency. That's why that's why we have water in our body. Right, exactly right. Well, no, it's not beyond the scope of our senses, ghetto hippie, is you have the ability to expand your senses to see and hear and feel all of it. It's just that we are trained that we have this little area here to focus on. But you can. That's why meditation, enlightenment, it's all about. Enlightenment is like, whoa, what happened, man? And there are other kinds of natural drugs. Mother Nature is giving you things. You take that, your mind goes poof, and your eyes go poof. You see, because we're stuck in our bodies, and we can only. This is as far as I can feel, as far as I can see. Right? I don't know what's over there on the other side. But if you leave your body, if you expand your consciousness, because your consciousness has nothing to do with this physical reality at all. That's what's unique about our consciousness. We can actually see other dimensions and other time and other space. That's what's really unique about and human. I was talking to somebody the other day whether or not animals have a consciousness. Of course they do.
Yeah. So do plants.
Exactly.